Hey, y'all, let me quickly go through this little list before I get settled in. Just dropped this truck off at the shop, but I got some notes on so I can get some of this stuff out here. One thing, if you are not going to drive, I'm not going to stress this enough. If you're not going to drive, you should have your CDL. Why? Because if you don't have a CDL, every time a driver puts you in a compromising situation, or every time the truck breaks down or stop, or something happens with the load, you're going to have to be paying people to go from state to state, paying plane tickets, bus tickets, renting cars, getting hotels, paying for food, all this stuff get costly. Or you're going to have to be paying tow trucks. You're going to be having a car road service out for diagnostics prior to getting the tow truck because you're trying to save money. However, the road service is going to be a 2-hour minimum. That's $250 off the bat just for them to come out and see if they can even do anything. Then when they come out there, they're going to give you a diagnostics. They're going to tell you they can't fix it on the road. They're going to get it towed to the shop. The bill is just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. And if you don't really have long pockets like that, it's going to start eating at you. Most people that's getting their first truck or whatever, they saving up their $10,000, $15,000 to get into the game. And then you start having issues with the truck, it'll start quickly eating at you. So one thing, I'm not going to ever stop saying this. If you're going to own a truck, you have to have a CDL. It's mandatory because too much happens out here. Drivers run off, think their girl cheated on them, park your truck on the side of the road, or people off, get a big check. They in a hotel getting high all weekend. Monday morning come, can't find them. Tuesday come, can't find them. Wednesday, now they just waking up answering the phone. Not talking about anybody in particular, but I done been through a lot of this stuff because I've been through 17, 18 trucks, and I done got them every way you could think of. I done bought cash trucks. I done financed trucks. I done leased trucks. I done did lease purchase. I done did owner financing. I've been the owner, operator, company driver, you name it. So when I tell y'all stuff, I'm telling you stuff from my own personal experience. I got better stuff to do than to be online sitting up here bullshitting with people. So if you're going to own a truck and you're not going to drive, have a CDL. If you're going to own a truck and you're not going to drive, have your authority, because these companies do not care about you. Not only do the company not care about you, the dispatcher don't, because the dispatcher is an employee of the company. So as soon as they done with their job, all they're going to do is go home. They're going to give you the shittiest load or whatever they got just to keep you moving, but they get paid a salary or a percentage, so they get theirs off the top. It don't matter, and you only one person out of hundreds of drivers. Why would they care about you? So if you want to own and not drive, at least have a CDL and have your own authority. Along with that, if you're going to have your own authority, get you a trailer. There are power-only loads out here, but it's more difficult running a power-only operation until you get plugged in with some sort of a power-only broker or dispatcher that keeps power-only loads. But people are fighting for those because, again, most people get their first truck, put everything up, get the truck. Now, if they had the money to get the insurance to activate the authority, they may not have no money left over for the trailer. So they starting off their first couple months running, trying to make do with what they got, and everybody fighting for them power-only loads. Unless you plugged in with a power-only broker or dispatcher and you running consistent loads with them based upon you having a good rapport and doing good work. Also, what we cover, license, authority, trailer, 10,000. 10,000 is the secret number as far as I'm concerned. If you can keep a reserve of $10,000, either cash or credit, that will keep you in the game. And the reason why I say that is because if you bought the truck right, you'll have some type of warranty on it. And if you don't, most repairs won't take a whole 10. Every now and then you'll have a major repair, and that should be covered by your insurance, by your warranty, or you done got your money out the truck. So by then you can scrap the truck, take it to the junkyard, get what you can out of it, count your losses and move on. Or keep the truck as for parts and buy a similar truck where you could take the parts off the old truck, put it on the new truck. But if you can keep a $10,000 reserve, either cash or credit, you should be good. That per unit, that'll keep you in the game. So don't think you're gonna have 5-6 units and you got 10 grand. You know, suppose a chain of event happening, a couple of things is happening to all the different trucks at the same time. Trust me, I done been there. The most I done ran at one time was 7 units, and all it takes is one series of a chain of events, and trust me, shit can get real funky real fast, and you be trying to figure shit out, and it ain't no fun. Also, the D rate, the regen, the D rate, and the DPF filters. If you run these new trucks with this after treatment systems on them, with a check engine light too long, the truck is going to automatically go into a D rate. You're only going to be able to run 5 miles an hour. I just found a little trick out about that where you can disconnect the speed sensor from the transmission and it won't read your speed. It'll get you to be able to drive it up to a shop. Like I just took this joint from down here, these Angel Trucking Association, these trucker angels. They just let me park there, and they've been looking out for me, showers and all that stuff. I'm not even over the road driver no more. I'm a local runner, but I teach at school at night, and the school is out for summer break, so I figured I'd come check out this truck, make me a couple dollars while I'm on the road, and help somebody out all at the same time. So I'm out here in Illinois, right outside of St. Louis. When that truck goes into a D rate, only person that's going to be able to fix that truck is a shop, unless you have the diagnostic tools that will force a regen prior to getting into a D rate, or if you know some nifty tricks that I don't know. I don't know everything about trucks. I'm learning as I'm going as well. I got 10 years experience, but that don't mean I know everything. The diagnostics tool, I found it costs about $500. I'm going to go pick it up Monday. The shop been closed all weekend. The tools store been closed all weekend. The shop is open. We just dropped that off. So I'm going to go get this Can-Do HD Plus Pro Monday, and we're going to check that out and see how it works. But if your truck constantly goes into D rate or keeps giving you a regen code and you already did a regen, your DPF filters are full. Those DPF filters are only good for a couple 100,000 miles. After that, you got two options. You can either replace them, that costs a few $1,000s or a couple thousand, depending on the kind of truck you got, or you could clean them. That's a few $100s. It should be less than $1,000 altogether, depending on where you're going at. I've done it before. I had a Peterbilt. I cleaned the DPF filters out of it, and I never had a problem with that truck again after that. So if you constantly having regen issues, change your filters or either clean them. I would clean them first to see if that's going to fix the problem. And you know, these this after treatment stuff can be a real bitch because everybody don't know how to work on it, and also they're new. They're fairly new to the system, so a lot of guessing games going on. And I hate to say it, but when you start having after treatment problems, you can't go to John that been fixing stuff all his life and got a shop now. You got to take it to the actual dealership, and they're gonna bust you in the head on the prices. And it's really anytime you get in the truck is a luck of the draw. I mean, I done got $90,000 trucks from dealerships that I done already bought 4 or 5 trucks from, and the truck don't even make it home because it goes into a D rate. And I'm telling you, that's a hurting feeling. You don't know what it's like. It's the middle of the winter. You're in the Midwest. You just caught the Greyhound all the way out here to pick up this truck. The truck cut off. You got no power, no heat. You haven't been driving the truck, so you ain't got no blankets or nothing in there. And it's damn near 0 degrees in the Midwest at nighttime. And you stuck. You can't do nothing but ball up like a cat, try to keep warm until the morning. But this is stuff you're going to go through, man. If you getting in this trucking game, be prepared because it's time consuming. Even if you're not driving, you're going to be chasing the trucks around doing maintenance. So make sure you have your CDL, have your own authority, have a trailer, and keep you at least $10,000 that you can grab either cash or credit somehow, because shit going to happen. And when it happens, it normally happens unexpected. So till next time, that's my little piece of knowledge I got for y'all. You see me out here in the streets, just holler at me. I'm back in Baltimore, so I'm accessible. And what else? There was one other thing I wanted to say.